When did you lie to your kids? It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah at Mix 101.5. I'm not a big liar, but sometimes when kids ask for stuff regularly, frequently, you start then making up things and saying things to be like, no, sweetheart, we can't do this. We can't go to that because you're on a mission to get to wherever you're trying to get to or not pay $30 for something.
There you go.
It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah at Mix. I bring it up because my daughter, Sofia, she's getting smarter by the day. She turns 4 in June. She doesn't want Paw Patrol stuff. She doesn't want Disney stuff. But what she does want is car washes. She wants car washes at the refuel gas station off Wendell Falls Parkway.
You love washing your car. This is great.
And she loves it. And, we go to the car wash. Honestly, I feel like more often than most people do because, like you said, I love a car wash.
You love shiny tires.
I do.
I know you do.
Love a shiny tire.
I know you do.
So anyway, we go to this gas station, the car wash gas station, but we have to pass it every single day, right? We get off at the exit, or I pick her up from school, pass it every single day going back to Wendell Falls. Dad, a car wash. And so she'll say it right after she gets in my van.
Dad, a car wash?
When I pick her up from school, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, she's already started talking about this car wash, and I just got her.
Created a monster.
And I'm like, no, not today. And I'm like, no, it's not working. And these are my I'm saying it's closed. It's not working. Of course, the door's completely wide open. And then she was a little bit upset a couple days ago because we didn't go to the car wash.
Aww.
And I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to feel bad. And then this lie of mine got even bigger, and I'm like, no way she even understands what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm a grown adult saying these things to her. But I said, yeah, I'm sorry, honey. The car wash is broken. They had a pipe issue. The pipes burst underneath.
Said they had a pipe issue.
Yeah.
They're having problems with the soap dispenser. The tube is really split. It's a long story.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't know what I'm talking about,
No,
but this is the regular lie that I found myself in because I pass it so much with her that I'm like, no, the car wash is not happening today because I would be spending an extra $50 a week on this car wash if I went as often as we pass it.
I feel you, man. Luca thought that onions were clear corn for years.
What do you mean?
He was eating corn one time, and I had put a little bit of onion in it because I like to introduce things into his food. When he was younger, and he was like, "What's this?" And I said, "Oh," and he picked up a little onion. I was like, "Oh, that's clear corn," and he was like, "Oh," and then he just ate it. And so then whenever he'd get food, he thought the onions were clear corn.
Interesting. Now I'm curious, how are you layering your your onion with the corn? What were you doing?
Oh, I got a good recipe for you,
I was
going
to say, I've never heard of onions with corn like this, so I'm trying to figure out what you're saying.
You get oil, and then you get onions. You dice them, and you cook them down a little bit.
Gotcha.
And then you put your corn in there, so the oil tastes a little oniony, and then you let your corn sit and get charred on one side, and then you can add tomatoes. It's amazing.
Side conversation to our original conversation. I only buy corn if I go to the state fair or something like that. So I was just curious. I'm like, where's this corn coming from?
I got recipes for
and
days.
Onions. Either way, what is that lie? Even if it's a small lie that you've told your kids, maybe that one that's been more commonplace. 919-860-1015. And I already know right now at 8:13 on this Friday when I pick my little girl up from school later this afternoon.
Car wash, Daddy?
First thing she's going to say is car wash. And then it's going to be the decision of, am I going to the car wash?
Well, you might need it by now.
I know. I might need it. It's going to be a great weekend. So today, little girl, no lies from Dada today. Car wash all day
Car wash
long.
got fixed.
Right,
The
look.
pipe issue's been dealt with.
Wow, they fixed the pipe, sweetheart. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix 101.5.
Good morning, guys.
How do you lie to your kid?
All right, so this is the classic, right? So this is like the whole, we have eyes in our back of our head, right? The old one.
Yes.
All right. So this is actually my husband's, and he would do it with my kids when they were younger, and it backfired big time.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, he used it a lot when they were little, and he always got away with it, and they really, really believed it. And so one time he was in Target with my son, and they were playing with lightsabers. My husband turned around, and my son absolutely just wailed on him with the lightsaber. And my husband turned around and was like, why did you do that? And my son looked at him with the most innocent eyes and was like, I thought you would see me with the eyes in the back of your head.
Oh.
And that lie was exposed for us.
Oh.
And, yeah.
So your kid really
he
thought that he had eyes in the back of his head.
That is
Wholeheartedly.
unbelievable.
Sweet baby.
He took it literally like, oh, I thought Dada would see me with his eyes in the back of his head. Jen,
Yeah.
that is great.
Well, you know.
Thank
yeah,
you for
that's
calling,
great.
Jen. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too, guys.
Okay, bye. That was, I remember my mom saying it. My mom used to say, I got eyes in the back of my head. I see everything you do.
I know.
And I mean, when you're in the back seat and she knows what you're doing, it is kind of easy to believe, rather.
We have AJ with us right now. Good morning, AJ. How do you go about lying to your kids? What's your most frequent go-to lie in your family?
I have been for years telling my kids that Angus Barn does not allow kids.
Now that is a great lie.
That's excellent. You're like, that's just for mommies and daddies.
Yep, and we go for years with our neighbors, and he thinks that kids can't go. So we did take him one time to let him know he was going to be a big brother. And I told him that I called the owners and asked for kids to be allowed that night.
AJ,
I love
sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And honestly, for me and us and everybody else, it doesn't even have to be to that level. I mean, hell, even a night at Applebee's.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, they don't allow kids at Applebee's.
Today's adults only night. It's like Adult Swim, but in the restaurant.
Yeah, but, he's almost 9 and still thinks Angus Barn doesn't allow kids.
That is great. I love it.
That is fantastic. We're so glad that you called in to share that. You have a good weekend, all right?
You too. Thanks.
Bye.